This conference will now be recorded.
Right, let's start today's session. So in the last session of REST API, we were discuss about all CRUD operations with the deserialization mechanism. Okay. So we have seen serialization and deserialization concept. Serialization means we can get the complex data, that is query set object or model instances or model records from database, and that convert into Python types converted into JSON type. Finally, we will display JSON type only to the end user. Deserialization means we are sending the data from test.py file. This is called JSON format. This JSON format data we are converting into Python type. Python type 2 we are converting into complex type. That is deserialization mechanism. Okay. So we have seen all CRUD operations using serialization and deserialization clearly. Next, we are going to discuss about same validations. Okay, same API, same CRUD operations using what we can say function-based views. See here, CRUD API using function-based view. These are all function-based view only. When we go to view section, now you can see only one function is there. Create underscore manager, and this is view. What is this? Function-based view only. So if request dot method equal to post JSON data, all these things. In this method equal to post means we are sending the data. Method equals to put means we are updating the data. Method equal to delete means we are deleting the data. Method equal to get means we are getting the data. This code is belongs to what? CRUD API view by using what actually? Function based view only. Now same example, CRUD API view using class-based view through how to do it, we will look into that. Okay. So I'm going to show you today same CRUD API view using class-based view, so that you will get clear idea if the class-based view is there, how it will be, and the function-based view is there, how it will be. So for this, I'm trying to create a new application. Let's close this all tabs which we worked with previously, this application, and I'm going to move into new application here. So first of all, to start or to create a new application, go to terminal window. In this terminal window, I'm trying to create a new application, sir. So to create a new application, Python space manage.py start app REST app 3 only. Because here this is REST app 2 is there, but I'm taking REST app 3 only. So next application. So I'm working with the CRUD API using class-based view. This is the topic today. CRUD API using class-based view. In the last session, we discussed same example using function-based view. Now today we look into this CRUD API view, API using class-based view only. How it will be class-based view through here. So that's the reason I created one application called REST app 3. So REST app 3 immediately we have to include into your project settings.py. So in the project settings.py, you can see here REST app is there, REST app 1 is there, REST app 2 is there, REST app 3 I have to include. How to include? Just here your application name is REST app 3. REST app 3. So this is your application. Done. So this REST underscore framework is compulsory, sir, because you are working with REST API, So that's the reason REST underscore framework is compulsory required. So let's close the settings and focus on this REST app 3 only. So first in the REST app 3 also, I'm trying to focus on models. Model creation is required. But already model is there in the REST tab 2. Same model I'm going to copy and paste. No need to do it. So for example, you can see same model I'm preparing. Okay, same model. REST tab 3 also I'm using same model. Model name, that is your wish. You can take employee model or whatever it is. So let's take employee model for a change. So employee model. This is my employee model. So this is model creation in REST tab 3, sir. So REST tab 2. This model class I included insert REST tab 2 to REST tab 3 only. So REST tab 3 models. This is REST tab 3 model. After model is over, admin panel is required. Administrative panel also I have already discussed in the REST tab 2 only. So let's go to admin.py REST tab 2. Let's copy and paste it here. This model registration is common, sir. Common code I'm going to use into repeatedly here. But only the thing is this model manager model is coming from which application? REST tab 3 application. REST tab 3 import model. What model? Employee model. Sorry, REST tab 3 dot models import what model? Employee model. So here we have to include employee model only. Fields are same, ID, name, address, mail, age. So admin.py also is over, sir, in the REST app 3. Model I created, I need not to tell you again how to create model and all because you have already know that in Django point of view how to prepare models many times we discuss. Employee model is okay. Next, admin model here. Admin model, this is, let's take employee admin. So that's all. Once we complete this model creation and admin panel creation, normally you can go to terminal and make migrations and migrate. And you have already super user and go to that. And now we can check it whether table is created or not. So first let's go to here, Python space manage.py, make migrations. Python space manage.py, make migrations. Model is created, employee model. So migrate it. Migrate. This is okay. Migration is done. Let's start the server for your project. Run server. Once I run server, now you see this. I'm just join into admin panel. So /admin. After this admin login, I'm taking Mohan and Mohan is the admin user. Let's see this. So your application name is REST tab 3. In this REST tab 3, employee model is there. There is no records are available in this employee model. Okay, right. So I want to store the record from API through. So how to do it? All the operations one by one we'll do this. This is very common. Next, we have to include serializers.py, sir. But in the previous example also, we have include serializers.py file. Let's go and check out quickly in the previous application, serializers.py. Now observe carefully here in the previous application purpose for creation, create method is there. For updation, update method is there. Creation, create method is there. For updation, update method is there. Same code here also I have to include for create and update method. Okay, there is no changes, sir. So that's the reason what I'm trying to do. Just you can see this in the REST tab 2, serializers.py, right click on it and copy this. And in the REST tab 3, right click on it. Right now in the REST tab 3, there is no serializers.py. Right click on REST tab 3, paste it only. Now you can see serializers.py, paste it. So once we paste it, now you can see this is the application name only change REST tab 3. But here what actually employee model is there. So I'm taking employee serializer only. Simple. Employee serializer class. So next here employee model. Wherever it is required, you can change. Create means for inserting purpose in the REST framework, we have to use create method. Update means for modification purpose. Delete and reading purpose, no need to do any methods inside the serializers.py class. Okay, this is the changes we done, sir. So once we cross check, I create a model. This model I included into admin.py file. It's okay. I create a serializers.py. In this, I created employee serializer class, which is generated from serializers.serializer. Actually, this is not a model serializer. That's what you can see in the model. How many fields I included: name, address, mail, age. Again, serializers.py also we have to include that many fields: name, address, mail, age only. In mostly next session, I'll introduce you model serialization also. That means no need to include number of fields what we include in the model, and no need to include that many fields into serializers.py. Just instead of writing this code, you can include model equals to employee. That's it. Automatically will come. But here we have to do changes model serializers only. So serializers.py ready, admin.py ready, models.py ready. Now next we have to write view logic only, sir. You know how to write view logic. Okay. Let's write view logic one by one. So view logic, to write for view logic, then we have to go to views folder, views.py in the rest tab 3. In this render is there. Yes, compulsory. Import IO is there because input and output purpose byte stream from REST framework, dot parsers import JSON parser is required. Same previously what we discussed. From your application REST app 3 dot serializers. What serializer is there? Employee serializer class is there. We have to inherit from that employee serializer. Again, from REST app 3 dot model. Which model is there? Employee model is there because this model only I'm using. Next, from REST framework dot renders import JSON render is required. This is the converting from Python type to JSON type. Next, from django dot http, okay, import http response. This is http response object. From django dot views dot decorators dot csrf, import csrf exemption is required. Csrf exemption. Next, what actually finally we have to bring the views only from django dot views import view class, because you are class based, you are working with class based view. Every class is inherited from this view class only. So these are all libraries which are required, sir. Same libraries I have included. You can see in the REST app to previous application also. In the view section on the top of the program, you can see this. CSRF exemption is required. HTTP response is there. Serializer JSON render, JSON parser, IO marker is there. But only the thing is what here and here. This is function based view previously what we discussed. But now we are working with class based view. That's what your class should be inherited from this class only, built-in class, view class only. So that's the reason extra I included django.views import view class only. Now here we have to create the views. We are focusing on REST app 3 now. So create your views here. Okay, how to create our views? Here, what I'm trying to say, class-based view here. So class-based view can be created using what actually class only. So what I'm trying, employee is my view name. Okay, view, employee view is my class-based view. This should be inherited from what? View only. Now you can see which is active, which library is active immediately. This library is active because this I am using here only. So your class-based view is inherited from view class only. This is class. Inside the class, lot of methods you can include. For what purpose you are writing, that purpose you can include lot of methods only. But make sure that on the top of this class, we have to include compulsory one, what we can say, method underscore decorator. Okay, method underscore decorator. We have to use at the rate of method underscore decorator. Sorry, this is I forgot to include. Sorry, this also required, sir, because a class actually from django dot utils dot decorators, then method underscore decorator is required. Now this time we can see at the rate of method underscore decorator. Okay. Then inside this method CSRF exemption is required. After that, name equal to dispatch I have to use. Name equal to dispatch means CSRF exemption is going to be dispatched when we are going to run this class-based view. So this is compulsory, sir. This is working with class-based view. Inside the class-based view, we can write your logic. What logic? First, I'm going to use get method. So get request object, comma star args, then star star kw args. Star args indicates we are passing number of values. Star star kw args indicates we are passing number of keyword arguments on. So in the get method, this is what method? It's a class-based view Django method. It is not HTTP method. Okay. But inside this, I am writing code again. If method, if request dot method, if request dot method equal to what actually? Post. If request dot method equal to what's our post one. If request dot method equals to get, sir, not post, because we are using get. So first I want to retrieve the data, get. Then next what I'm trying to do, JSON data equals to request dot what actually? Body. Request dot body. This body data we have to supply. Next stream object I'm taking, stream equals to IO is a module name, input and output. Bytes IO is a method name, and it is collecting the JSON data from the end user, and it will convert into binary form, and stream data is a binary form data only. This binary form data, we should go to PyData, that is Python data type, equals to who will convert this PyData JSON parser method. Dot parse method is there. In this parse method, what we should supply as a parameter? Stream only. Stream is a binary format. So finally, to get the record ID equals to PyData dot get method. First parameter ID. Sometimes ID might be none also. Second parameter is none. Then we have to check if ID is not none. Means what? Not a none. Something is there. Then I have to go for employee object. I need to I need to get the data from employee model objects dot what I can say get ID equals to ID only. Based on only particular record getting purpose, this one only. Then next serializer object I'm creating. Serializer equals to what actually employee serializer is there. Well, serializer equals to employee serializer is there. For employee serializer, I have to pass query set object like EMP only. EMP I'm passing to the employee serializer class. This is a serializer is the object name. Now this serializer data we have to send as a response. So again, JSON data only to the end user. So that should be converted into JSON render method of render. Render means server side data will be converted into client format. That should be also into what format actually? JSON format only. Serialized data. Finally, I have to return HTTP response. Okay, HTTP response. HTTP response of I have to send the JSON data to the end user. After that, content type also I have to mention which type of content you are using. That is application slash JSON only. Application slash JSON. This is the case. Okay, close this. After that, if ID is not none, okay, if ID is not none, then it is okay. Then next, I want to get all the records. Actually, EMP equals to employee. Sometimes user wants to get all the records. Employee dot objects dot all we can say that. In this context, what we have to use serializers dot this one and this one same. Copy this and paste into here again. So serializer equals to employee serializer. Okay. Then EMP comma many equals to true. I can say that because we are trying to read many records. So many equals to true. Again. Same code maximum previously what we discussed. Many equals to true. But here we are using class-based view. Previous application is function-based view. See, sir, in real time, this much of code is not required to write. Okay, these example just for clarity purpose. What is going to happen, how the data is going to be transformation. But in mostly tomorrow or day after tomorrow session, you may get clear idea. In place of this all 15, 10, 10, 15 lines of code, we will write maximum 2 lines of code only. Because in REST API, the beauty of REST API of Django is what built-in classes are there. Instead of this all the code, complex code, you can write built-in classes also. Easily we can able to perform same operations only. But directly I can show them, but what is happening internally you cannot understand if I show directly. That's what I'm going to discuss from scratch. So if you understand this flow, then that will be easy. Again, if I use directly built-in classes, you cannot understand what's going to happen, how the data can be transformed from one form to another form. That's the reason I'm including, even it is complex statements, but we are writing clearly. No problem. This is just for clear understanding point of view only. So this is what's actually serializer dot data every time is coming and get data only. Getting data means data is coming from database, uh, complex type to Python type to JSON type response only here. This is what get only. Get method is required like this. But how to test this API? Again, post method also how to write. Compulsory post method. How to do post method? I will show you. So here you can see def get method is there. No, same indentation we have to write post method. So how to write post method? We'll see this. This is the post method indentation levels. Look at here. In this indentation levels matching, no? Inside the class we can include many methods. Let's try to create post method. Post self comma request object comma star args star kw args. Same in this post method also. Give me a second. Something went wrong. This is not in well structured. No, coming. So this is what actually. So post same if request dot method equals to post. Here if request dot method equal to get is there, post is there. JSON body is same, JSON data, JSON parser of stream, and serializer equals to like employee serializer. Okay, this up to here same sir. Let's copy paste this code here inside this. Then after that, data after that, what I'm taking serializer object I'm taking. Serializer. Serializer equals to what serializer? Employee serializer. Employee serializer class, what I'm trying to pass data equals to data because we are posting the data. Posting the data means what? We are supplying data, Python data type, JSON data to Python data type to complex type. It has to be converted, posting only. So method equals to post. Yes, correct. So now the serializer data, we have to check that valid or not. So I have to check if serializer dot is valid method because valid data only we have to post only to the database. So result should be in the again JSON format only, that is dictionary. So data inserted into database. Data inserted into database, we have to write it. If serializer dot is valid method, but we have to save the data also. How to save the data? Serializer dot save. Save method we have to call. That's all. After save method, we are using serial result equal to message data is inserted into database. After that, this is required, sir, again. What is this? This is JSON renderer, render serializer dot data. Okay. Sorry, JSON render serializer data not result we have to render because we are sending finally to the end user result only, not serializer data. This I have to render. Again, result. Result I'm rendering. So this result data is okay. HTTP response content type application type is okay, fine. When if the serializer dot is valid method. If not valid method, then it will go to else block. Else block means like this only. Indentation outside we have to write result only. So serializer dot error. Serializer dot errors. So I have to display this one only. Whenever something went wrong while inserting the data, then I have to do for reference message only. If everything is fine, form is valid only, data is inserted into database. This method is what method? Post method. But inside this post method, we are using this is Django REST framework post method. This is what actually HTTP post method only. So look at here, everything is one class based view only here. This is class based. Inside the class, we have to prepare methods also. In previous example, you have not created any method. This is post method. Same thing, we have to write what actually put method or not. Yes, obviously, we have to write put method. So let's copy and paste this code. Any changes occurred, I will show you. Okay, let's copy this code completely. Same code, sir, maximum. That's the reason I'm doing copy paste actually. So this is copy paste. Instead of post method, what we are using, you can say this. Obviously, we have to use what method, sir? Put method only. Put put. Here request dot method equals to what? Put method. And after that JSON body, JSON data, stream. Okay, then compulsory after stream object. So how we can update the data? ID through. So compulsory ID equals to py data ID equals to py data dot get ID only. So because ID through only we have to update the data. So ID equal to py data dot get off. So next here I'm taking emp equals to, it is query set object employee dot objects dot what actually get ID equals to ID only. This I want to update. Okay. If you want to go for partial update also, you can do partial update. Later I'll show you. So next, this is not required if serializer dot data is valid. If serializer object I have to create compulsory. Serializer equals to, so let's try to employee serializer. Here we have to supply emp, sir. Emp comma data equals to what data I have to get? Py data. That's all. So now serializer dot is valid. Serializer dot message data is updated into database, not inserted. So updated into database. So same result, render, response, everything is same, sir. Nothing is going to change. So this is what actually put method. Similarly, we have to take delete method also here. So def delete method. delete method. And same thing what we have to take for deleting purpose also, request object star args star kw args. This is delete method. So here we have to write if request dot method equals to delete. If request dot method equal to delete, so something went wrong. Indentation is correct. If request dot method equals to delete method colon, right. Now JSON data request dot body. So let's copy paste it. JSON dot request dot body. Okay. JSON data parse stream up to here. ID also same. Now this is also get ID same. And employee dot objects dot get ID same. And finally, what I want to do, result I have to display. This you can paste it. Now you can see here, I want to send this data only. So emp equals to employee dot objects dot get ID equals to ID. So we have to do emp dot what actually delete. Based on that, I have to apply delete method. So once I apply delete method, result equals to, we have to say this like this. Again, same code, sir. This code is not need to. So let's, data is deleted from database. Data is deleted from database. Now here I'm taking serializer. So here So render result, actually, this is not serializer because we use result only. Result. Oh, result is not here. Uh, that's all. So return result, HTTP response, JSON application type. So this is CRUD operation, sir. So once you look at here, this code, inside delete method is there, def, put method is there, post method is there, get method is there. All methods are there, but this is what class-based view. But in the previous example and this example, you can see previously we discussed about REST app 2. In that REST app 2 also we have included view section, but look at here in the previous example, only this is function-based view. In this function-based view only, all methods are included. If request.method equal to post, method equal to put, and method equal to delete, get only. But this difference is what actually right now we are working with class-based view. Inside the class, I'm taking get method. Inside the get method, request.method equal to get. Inside that class post method, I'm taking if method equal to post. And put method is there, request.method equal to put. Delete method, request.method equal to delete, like this. So this we have to test now. How to test? Same. First, we have to set the URL. After that, we can go for testing. But now we can see in the URL also what I'm trying to do. REST app to urls.py is there. No, let's copy this urls.py directly from there and paste into REST app 3 also. Inside this REST app 3, I'm going to paste it here. Let's try to paste it. So let's modify that. Okay, not a problem. So we are modifying REST app 3.urls, and you can give the URL name. Just I'm taking emp, and here our view name is what actually employee view. It is my view. This is class-based view. Compulsory we have to use what class-based view means, as underscore view. Look at here, class-based view compulsory we have to use as underscore view. As underscore view. Why it is not coming in IntelliSense? Just give me 1 second. As view. Oh, path views employee view. Is this correct? Employee view? Yes, correct only. This is my class-based view. Yeah, employee view. In the URL section, as underscore view is compulsory required. And methods are. This is must for class-based view. So after that, we have to include this REST app 3 URLs also into project level URLs. Your project name is my REST project, and go to URL section. And here we can give the name for this REST app 2 and make it side. And next, what I'm trying to do, path REST app 3 class include REST app 3 dot URLs, like this. Give me 1 second. Madam. Sound. So REST app 3 include REST app 3 URLs. Okay, done. So project level URLs, okay. Application level URLs, okay. Now you can go and check out database. Right now, REST app 3 implies there is no records are available here. And you can see, I need to start application, okay. Yeah. So how to start application running. But before that, we have to create what actually API testing only, compulsory. We have to test that. How to test that? Test.py is there in the REST app 3 also. We have test.py. So let's try to go for test.py. Here we can write your test cases only. But before writing test cases, we need to import this from django.urls import path. Again, from your application name is REST app 3 dot REST app 3 import views. We have to import views. So now we can create here test cases here. First, I am going to create test cases. Oh, not sorry. This is not required. So test cases purpose, what actually import import request, request request. After that, import JSON. Now, first I'm setting URL, sir. But before setting URL, we have to start the server here. So to start the server, we can go to terminal and python space manage.py run server. And now you can see this is the server address. Let's copy this ones. And here we can write the URL configurations, how to do it. So URL name equals to URL equals to like here. I'm copying and pasting this URL name and slash your URL name is what endpoint resource name is EMP only because we are using this request only EMP in the test cases. This is API endpoint. So this API will work or not, we can check that. We can test it now. So how to test? Previously we discussed df get underscore record. First I want to show you one by one. ID equals to none parameter. So data equals to here it has to be stored after getting the data. If ID is not none. If ID is not none, then data equals to what actually here? ID colon ID only. Okay. Next here, JSON data equals to JSON dot to read the data. Then after reading, if you want to dump the data into JSON, dumps method is required. And R is a request object. Request dot get from where we have to get URL. URL equals to what? Already we mentioned URL, API, URL like URL. Data equal to what format of JSON data only I want to get JSON data. Finally, I have to print the data equals to r.json. So we are storing print data only. So this is reading for what record? Particular record or all record. So when it is possible to test, we have to test the record number 1. But actually we don't have record at this moment, no? So that's the reason. So that's what we can do. First, you can also post also you can do it. Okay. Even we are working with this get record and get record. Both methods I'm including, but these two I'm going to give comment section right now. Why? Because I don't have any data in my database actually to read the. So later I can read it. First, what we can do, while we'll go for post option here. Post means we can store the data here. How to post the data? We can create post record function, posting the data purpose. And now you can see this is the function and what way you want to post, you can decide it. So I want to decide like data equals to, this is the post dictionary for JSON format only. That is name is there. Name is Raj, comma, address is there, address colon, HOID, comma. Next, what is there? Mail is there, mail colon, raj@gmail.com. Based on model only I'm preparing, sir. Then finally, what is there? Age is there, age colon 34 like this. This data I want to set. So look at here according to model, name, address, mail, age, name, address, mail, age only. Okay. In the test.py. This is JSON data we are passing using post method. So now you can see JSON data equals to JSON dot dumps method of data. Then after that, so R equals to request object dot post URL equals to what? URL already URL decided, URL comma. Then data equal to what actually? JSON data I'm going to post. JSON data. This data I'm posting. So finally, data equals to r.json. This is the result purpose. We are printing the data because of result. Result I have to display. So we can call what record? Post record method. Okay. So we are trying to post the record. We have to test the API now only by calling this method only. Okay, this method. Whenever we start the execution, now you can see we are going to start the server here. After server, if you want to test your API, whether it is working or not, you can go to other terminal window, go to here and move to your application REST app 3. After moving to REST app 3, you can run this python space test.py. So now it will be inserted into database. So post to one function is missing one required argument URL. You can see this UR spelling is wrong. That's what it's unable to do, this URL. Let's test the project again. Now you can see, oh, error is available. What is error actually? We will try to figure out. These errors are common, sir. No problem. We'll try to figure out what is the problem. Hmm. Page not found error is there. Let's try to find line number 30. Line number 30. Data equal to r.json. Models.py line number 9 in JSON trace. Okay, sorry, any mistake we did. I think so. We are unable to post. Let's go for checking one by one. Post record is okay. Data equals to this is what actual name, address, age, fine. Then JSON dot dumps of data are equals to request dot post, URL equals to URL, data equal to JSON data. Data equal dot JSON and print data only. Fine, everything is fine here. There is no problem at all. I think view section is wrong, might be posting the record. Let's try to use. CSRF exemption is required, post is required. Post request dot method equal to post. JSON data equals to request dot body. Stream object equals to io dot bytes of JSON data. By data equal to JSON parser dot parse. Stream serializer implies serial data by data. If serializer dot is valid, then serializer dot save. Result equals to message data inserted to database. Again, JSON data. JSON dot JSON parser of render result only. Correct only. JSON renderer of render dot result. Return HTTP response. JSON data. Content type equal to application flag JSON. JSON data equals to render. Oh, fine. Fine, sir. What is the problem here? There is no error is showing. Let's try with this once again. Let's go to test.py. EMP is okay. Get record and call. I'm not calling. Okay, fine. For clarity purpose, just I will do it. Any what we can say indentation levels matching. I want to do copy paste my code, sir. Okay, even though I have written already, let's try to copy paste so that it will be clear for us. I want to copy paste this view data. just because to avoid indentation mistakes. Okay. Fine. Let's start the server. Go to the cd space rest app 3 Python space install p1. Right. That is the problem. Okay, I think methods are looking forward when we execute this code. So I will do one thing. I can include all the test cases so that we will try with that. Okay. I think if the test case is running, then automatically it is going to be looking forward for all the methods. Post record is okay, and update and put also I can do it. I'll try to match with this. Post record only is inactive only. Let's close this window and start the server. And go to here and see this space rest tab 3. You are seeing error because of this is 404. What is now? Is not found error is there. Means our API is not working fine. Wait a minute. A problem I understand that in the project level URLs, you can see this. That is correct. In the project level URLs, we have to remove this rest tab 3, sir, because it will not able to find out that rest tab 3 directly. So we have in the API, we have not given rest tab 3 also. Yes. Yeah, this is correct. Now this time it will work for sure. Look at you. I understand that. Because it's unable to move to rest tab 3. Now this time we can see run server. Now you can see in the project level URLs, we have to make empty this one only. Because if you give this rest tab 3, then in the AP test also, we have to use rest tab 3 here link only. It has, you have to give link here also. Rest tab 3 /emp like that. but we are not giving no. So that's the reason. Now this time we can see Python space test.py. Undoubtedly it will come. Cannot open the file test.py, error number, file directory is wrong. Okay, let's try to do it. Where is the because we have to move to your project, rest tab, review. After that, you can run this Python space test.py. This will work, sir. Array, still it is not. Why? Give me 1 second. In the project level URLs file, this is okay. Rest tab 3.urls done. In the application level URLs, rest tab 3 URLs emp/views dot employee as will fine. In test.py emp slash. Okay, this is the mistake actually. Let's run this now. It's undoubtedly it might be work now. Servers have started. Now go to next tab. In this next tab, don't forget to move rest tab 3 inside. After that, run this Python space test3.py. Just desktop minus start here a number, no such file directory. Rest tab 3 is there, no? What went wrong here? Everything is fine. Migrations at database level. No need to do changes. It's a simple error. Somewhere we did mistake actually. It's not a big deal to handle, but I'm not able to recognize at this moment. Rest app 3. Fine. Test.py. Correct only. Now I can see this. Data migrations. Correct. You are Sweta. You are right. Absolutely. I think that is the effect actually. We did many changes. Migrations are need to be made. So now you can see data inserted into database, and now go back to here admin panel and refresh this rest tab 3. So we have inserted record, and if you want to activate this into reading, so let's try to read the one record. This I'm commenting and this I'm commenting. Now you can say I'm trying to read one record. One record also will be read. Now this time post record I want to comment. Now let's go to your test here. And here you can check once started server is run or not. So server is running, and in this local 2 window, we can try to read the record by using Python test.py. Data is in reading clearly here. After data reading, if you want to update that, so you can see updation purpose, you can comment this one, and updating purpose, I'm trying to this record, same one record I want to update with Ramesh Vaishak Ramesh at gmail.com in place of Raj. I want to update this update record. Let's go to here. After updation, Record is updated into database. Let's go to here and refresh this. Record is updated. And if you want to delete a record, again, you can use in the test.py, you can comment this and delete the record ID number 2, ID number 1 only, same. ID number 1, this record I want to delete it and uncomment this, and you can go to here in the test.py, test record is deleted here. That's all. So we did simple mistakes actually. The first mistake what I notice here in the project level URLs, we should not give any application name. Here I did mistake. And also in the test.py, I have not included last and the resources of endpoint here, emp slash I have missed here. This is small mistakes, no problem. So this is what class-based view ultimately for doing CRUD operations, everything. If you go to database and there don't be any record because we completely delete and update and inserted like this. So this is only for your knowledge only. Okay, this much of code actually in real time we need not to write, and they will not allow you to do this much of code in the view section especially. Look at here, each operation purpose we have written minimum 10 to 15 lines of code. But this is very lengthy actually. Instead of that, in next session, we will go for reducing, because inbuilt REST API classes are the REST framework classes. Using that classes, we can drastically reduce the code. We will bring this code from 15 to 3 lines or 4 lines maximum. So that is good, because a lot of generic API view classes are there, concrete view classes are there, okay, view sets are there, model view sets are there. Using that easily we can able to do that. We will look into tomorrow session.